And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even start on this motherfucker, I just want to say thank you to everyone who donates to our Patreon. In particular, those who donate at the producer tier. You guys make a better show for everyone. Rachel, would you tell us who they are?
I would love to.
Yeah!
So, we want to say thank you to Chris Sones, Orient_Tiger, Rebecca Breakmeister, Christopher Hildebrand, Nate, Vox of Astora, and Duncan. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you. So, here, I don't know how to really even get started into this. This topic for the intro, because it's not something that everyone, I mean, you will have to eventually, but it's not something that everyone deals with all the time, right? Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's been this war, right, essentially between Apple and Windows forever. They're the two big OSs that everyone uses, and you got to pick a side if you want to be digital in any way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick Solaris or Unix or Linux or whatever, but you're not gonna. You're the average person in the universe. You're probably going to use Windows or Apple, right?
Yeah.
Now, personally, I'm a Windows guy. What about you?
Windows,
right? I'm not an Apple person. I don't like Apple phones. I don't like Apple stuff generally, right? It doesn't play nice, and I want more features and not necessarily a nice plastic outside coating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't like how a lot of Apple stuff is it won't share.
Yeah.
You know, it's very proprietary.
Yeah, it wants to play in its own ecosystem, and that's fine. Their ecosystem's decent. I'm not mad at their ecosystem. And that's actually that's sort of what I want to talk about today, right?
Okay.
That their ecosystem doesn't play nice with other ecosystems, but it's clean and it's simple. And that's really the reason a lot of people use it, is because it's simple and it's easy.
Yeah.
Right? And Windows, for the most part, isn't super complicated, but every so often, Windows will do a thing that's so stupid that I just don't... Look, if you're not a computer person, bear with me. You'll get there, I promise, okay? This new Windows 11 thing that's coming soon looks fantastic. The OS looks great, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen of it. I think that their little demo thing that they did recently was a little silly. Their demo was very... You ever seen Hooli from Silicon Valley?
Oh,
Talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
The evil company?
Yeah.
That's always like meditating with monks and like, we are the center of our own sphere. Like, it's like, shut the fuck up. You're an OS. Yeah, but they like doing stuff like that. And so that's what they did. They did this, like a digital keynote. And it was just a bunch of dog shit. Like, just stupid shit. Like, we put the home button in the center because you're the center of your world. I'm like,
oh no.
Oh, like, come on. Garbage, right? And like, anyway, I could get lost in that for a million hours. But they put out this tester, right? And it's supposed to let you know whether or not you're capable of running Windows 11 on your machine or not, which is whatever. Just run the thing, see if you can get Windows 11 when it comes out, and be ready. If you can't, be prepared, because the world's moving on, and it's always nice to stay updated. So, I go and run that thing, and admittedly, it's early, right? And I run it, and it's like, you can't run Windows 11. I'm like, no, I can. Check again. I'm like, I have a 10th generation i9, one of the faster processors on the planet. I can run fucking Windows 11. I'm sure of it, right? So I looked through some stuff and last night, and it's like, oh, you need to have this thing called a TPM 2.0 module, right? Or essentially it's a trusted technology encryption on your drive that makes people more secure. Most PCs, I guess, don't really have it enabled, but it's on any. If your PC came out after 2016, 2017, you probably have a 2.0 already in your motherboard. You just don't have it enabled.
Okay.
Now, here's where the nightmare is, okay? In order to enable it, you have to go into your BIOS and go through a bunch of advanced settings and turn things on that are like named with fucking they're like in shorthand and have different terms for things. So like you have to enable your TPP, your trusted platform protocol, and blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. The average person's not going to do that. They're just not going to get Windows 11. Meanwhile, on the other side of the street, Apple's just like, have you ever tasted vegetables? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, cool, you get the update. What's your favorite color? Yellow. Awesome, update. And that's why Apple is going to eat. They need to change this right now, or Apple is going to eat fucking Windows lunch. They're gonna eat every customer ever, because good God.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go into your BIOS. It should just be a one button click, update to Windows 11, yes, and it says yes, and then you update. Mm-hmm. Look,
it is.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say it is early, so maybe they will change that. Maybe they'll see that, they'll look at the feedback they're getting of people being like, normal people aren't going to do this.
The problem is they're not going to get that feedback because normal people aren't even looking at it yet. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
I'm worried that what they're trying to do is make it intentionally vague so that people will buy new PCs.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
I think it's a free upgrade. So when it comes out, you'll be able to do it. But I feel bad for anyone out there who has to do this without being that kind of person. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took me a couple minutes on Reddit looking through some stuff, then I figured it out, right? But I was thinking about, while I was in my BIOS turning stuff on and off, I was like, I wonder how many people are going to be able to do this.
It's going to be a lot of parents calling their kids and being like, what is this Windows thing?
I don't think their kids are going to be able to manage it. I honestly don't. I mean,
yeah.
I was thinking about my neighbor, right? He's an older gent. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way he's getting Windows 11. It's just not going to happen. He's never even going to know his PC's slow because the things he does wouldn't require much PC power. Mm-hmm. So slow is not a thing for him, right? He's uploading pictures of his family vacations and stuff. He's never going to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I hope they change it, because just from what you've described, like, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Like,
yeah.
I don't, like, I want to be able to just say, hey, you want the update now? And then I say yes. And it's like, all right, here's your update.
Right.
Everything works. Like,
I want that.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do this morning was check to see if I was able. The worst part is that if I weren't like one of those people that has to have the upgrade, mm-hmm. I would have just tuned it out. I would have not upgraded or whatever. As soon as it told me, because it didn't really describe why I couldn't upgrade. It was just like, your computer is incapable of it. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, well, that's not fucking true. Like, check again. Yeah, I just, God, look, maybe they will clean it up a bit. Maybe they'll put out a patch in Windows 10 mm-hmm. that'll force that to turn on what you need turned on in order to.
I hope so. I mean, I'm sure they have people smart enough to make a patch like that,
Yeah, but it's in your BIOS, so it's sort of like you don't want to fuck with people's BIOS if you can help it kind of
True.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But then, like, I don't want to mess with my BIOS. This is the thing. Like, I don't want the responsibility.
It's your BIOS though. You have to.
But I don't want the responsibility of like, oh, you screwed it up.
Yeah. I don't know. My thing though is that it's OSs need to understand that the majority of people aren't power users. The majority of people that buy your OSs are average people who just want to use the things that they've been doing on their computer, and they don't want to feel bad because they're still running Windows 98, right? Right? I mean, I get that there's new technologies and stuff you need to update, but you need to make it clean. You need to make it simple. Or Apple is going to be, what's that little game where it's like, what noise does the cow make? And you moo. And like, that's how easy it is over there.
Mm-hmm.
And for all their problems, I think that Apple has more than their share of problems. Clean interfaces and ease of use is not one of their problems.
Yeah.
So, come on, Windows, get with it.
I guess we'll see.
We're not gonna see.
Well,
they're gonna be like, hey, we need a retinal scan. It's like they're gonna send you a little tube, and it's like put your finger in the hole, and we'll draw blood, and then you can log into your own OS.
All right. Well, I think this tech talk intro has probably gone on for long enough.
Well, people are gonna look. You guys are gonna have to deal with it at some point when you guys go to update. So just know that if it tells you you can't have Windows 11 right away, don't believe it. It's lying to you. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to this week's episode. This is Dragon Heist, episode 22, Sights Unseen.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I love this one. This is a great one.
I feel like you say that for just about every episode.
I can't help that we're on a steady incline in quality.
Except for that one episode.
Better than the last?
Except for that one episode with Vincent Trench.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck that guy. That episode sucks and should be burnt. I hate that guy.
All right, let's go to the episode.
Has anything showed up? I got the tables and the tubes.
It pauses for a second and then erases the drawing slowly. And then he goes back and writes furniture outside
Excellent.
for the elf.
For the elf. I'm going to go outside, see if there's anything out there.
On the side, you see crates and some furniture, like a workshop table, some bedroom furniture. Princess edition. It's pink, it's sparkly, it's glittery.
Oh, okay.
It is not pink, sparkly, or glittery.
Princess edition gear.
It has those
headphones shaped like cat ears.
It has those those drapes over the bed that are all like see-through and glittery and shit.
There's no glitter, David.
Just be honest. It's Lisa Frank from Wall to Wall.
Oh,
okay.
Oh shit! He went there.
I'm going to
rainbow-colored cats and shit.
There is not.
Since I don't have anything else to do, I'm just waiting. I guess I'll start carrying some of that stuff up there. Troll Prince Kingdom. Troll Skull Kingdom Prince.
You get all our stuff upstairs. You do find a couple more tables for you outside already set up or ready to go in. Eventually, once you get everything brought in, they do show up. Rayne and...
Of course, after everything's done.
Yeah.
We show up with Starbucks.
Yeah, Rayne and Adrie show up.
I very slowly peek my head in through the door on the first floor. What do I see?
You see the mirror alone in the room, covered. Kaeviir nowhere to be seen.
All right, well, yeah, I was about to say the good news is the mirror is covered. The bad news is I don't see Mr. Kaeviir. But at least
He's probably working in like his 4th job or something.
He's probably downstairs messing with his tube.
Hey, don't you ever shit talk tubes. Tubes are essentially the entire human body is just a series of interconnected tuberies.
I call out.
Like he's here right now.
Yeah, I know.
I am here right now. I'm going to call from up in your room.
Right? Are you in my room? My rooms?
Yeah, I had to move all the dolphin-shaped stuff. People were looking at us weird.
I kind of look at her funny and go, "You had all your furniture delivered in the middle of the night?"
I had new furniture delivered, not my current furniture. That would be ridiculous.
That's not the ridiculous part of it. It's the fact that
fancy bitch.
It's the fact that it's 2 a.m, Miss Adrie.
Yeah, I mean, I had to pay extra, but I wanted it delivered as soon as possible.
Oh, all right.
400 people had to work all night.
And they only put the furniture outside. They didn't even take it all the way to the rooms.
Well, I did the rest of it, so...
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. While you were out getting your flavored waters.
I see the mirror made it back in one piece.
It did.
Good.
It showed me my inner child.
Come again?
He's kind of annoying looking. Yeah, I looked in the mirror. I figured when I got back here, I wanted to make sure everything was still functional. Took the sheet off, looked inside. It showed me when I was a kid.
Huh.
But I had like a tattoo. And I was wearing this weird hat.
You got a tattoo when you were a kid?
This kid did.
Oh.
I don't know. This mirror is weird. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's... As far as mirrors go, I would grade it very low.
Well...
for the way mirrors are supposed to work. It seems defective.
Well, let's just for the sake of argument, let's just leave it covered for now.
Yeah, I covered it back up when I was done.
Yeah, let's just leave it covered. No sneaking peeks or anything right now until we get a little bit better handle on what the hell this thing actually is. I make a note to myself that I'm beyond tired at this point. I think I'm going to go up to my study and get some sleep. But what I'd like to do the following day at some point is reach out into my network and see if I can. I'm fairly certain I know someone that if I talk to them about this mirror, maybe they can help me. I mean,
we can figure this out after rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. If the mirror is secure and all your furniture has been delivered, I think I'm going to go get a little bit of sleep. I think we've got some leads to check out. Let's just talk about it over breakfast in the morning.
Right.
Okay.
We could all get a good 5 hours.
I only need 4.
Rachel, goddammit. Every time we have ever talked about sleeping, she has explained to us the elf mechanics for sleep. I don't sleep, I meditate, and I only need 4 hours.
I'm actually conscious during the whole thing. I can't be put to sleep magically.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to tell you this way. Adrie, you take your 4, Kaeviir, you take your 5, add those 2 together, and that's what I'm going to go take myself. Good night. And I go up out of the stairs.
Rachel has to elf-splain everything to us.
Elf-splaining is the worst.
It is the worst.
You know what? Elf-splaining is pretty much the plot to the second movie of Lord of the Rings. It's just Elrond. No, it's in the first movie, isn't it? The end of the first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
We get it, Elrond. You went to elf college. Sorry.
Thank God Elrond didn't go to princess school.
Some of us were fighting in wars. And some of us were smoking fucking pipe weed with the short folk.
Yep.
I
will say as I go up and past the second story and catch a glimpse through the window of the now decorated room, I get a little bit of a headache and feel somewhat nauseous as I round the corner.
It is not pink or sparkly.
It's all pastel colored. It looks like an Easter egg threw up in there.
I'm just reminded now of, oh God, this is going to go way out there. I'm reminded of the scene in Still Magnolias when Julia Roberts' character is talking about her wedding, and Sally Field is just complaining that she has two pinks. And she's like, no, mother, my colors are blush and bashful. They are two totally separate colors of pink. And there's just this long, drawn-out explanation. That's the sense I get, is that it's...
That's at the barbershop?
Hmm?
Where they're in the
yeah, when they're
salon.
when they're in Truvy's hair salon. And
you know what is super fucking weird? That I can remember that movie so clean in my brain. I have a serious storage problem.
No.
I'm gonna get somewhere one day. Someone's gonna tell me something, and I'm not even gonna remember they're talking to me. I'm just gonna have filled up every cabinet in my brain with stupid fucking movies. Somebody the other day, I watched The Office one time to shut my brother up, right?
Yeah.
And so him and his girlfriend are talking, and they went to do a trivia thing a while back, and she was like, "Your brother knows everything there is to know about The Office," and he was like, she was like, she tried to name like the hardest question ever, and I was like, "Wait a minute." She's like, in like season 3, they were talking about desert island movies, right? What is your favorite I'm Trapped on a Desert Island movie? It was the girl who is dating Jim for like, and I was like, oh, it was Legally Blonde. That was hers. And I literally caught myself and I was like, what? I've watched that one time. And it just locks in, and now it's in
just
there forever.
It absorbs in there.
It's annoying. It's annoying how this brain works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to catch Kaeviir up with the questions that we asked the half-orc.
Okay.
So there is someone... so he doesn't really know why the Mind Flayer is making these pets, but he's releasing them into the sewers. Apparently there's a lot of them. He's not really sure what they're doing, or where the Mind Flayer normally resides. And it's sort of working with Xanathar, but it seems like it's more like their goals are somewhat parallel, but they'll probably end up fighting at some point, and it's going to be really bad. He reported to someone named Alistair, who can sometimes be found at a place called the Empty Keg. It's in Castle Ward. It's actually a pretty nice tavern, so we should go
Princess
there.
Kingdom.
Castle Ward.
Princess Kingdom, right.
Other than
I don't
that,
understand your dialect.
my Elvish accent.
Yeah.
Maybe
if you got more sleep.
I don't sleep, actually. I meditate.
#Elfsplain.
Other than that, he said something about like the last time someone asked the Mind Flayer what he was doing, he put something in his ear. It sounds like a bad time.
Like a brain control type of thing?
Maybe. But I think probably our biggest, like the thing we can go for the best at this point would be to see if we can find this Alistair person.
Okay. Well, Dewok, is there a place where I could find medical journals, medical books on monsters?
There'll be a few places in town to look for those. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not Candlekeep Library, but yeah, the local library would have it.
Okay. Well, then that's what I want to do tomorrow when everyone's ready to go. I want to, the first thing I want to do is go there.
All right. Sounds good.
Good. All right. Well, then I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to take the table closest to where the mirror is. I'm going to lay on that, sort of blocking it from the wall. So if anyone were to try to go for the mirror, they'd have to walk past me.
Okay.
Or so the mirror can easily reach out and control your mind while you're asleep because you'll be right there.
If it's going to reach out of the mirror and grab somebody, I'm pretty certain it doesn't matter where we're at in this house. It would
There
just
could
do
be
that.
like a distance. Like
You're
a
right.
range.
What if the distance is shorter than the distance I'm sleeping from it? Since we're just speculating wildly anyway.
Enjoy
Sorry.
being mind controlled or pulled into a mirror or whatever.
Well, enjoy your weirdly shaped furniture.
It's not weirdly shaped.
It's
It's
weirdly
normal
shaped.
shaped.
Yeah, if normal shapes were like, I don't know, everything had bunny ears and
Nothing.
ponies
None of
sculpted
my
on it.
furniture has bunny ears.
You didn't deny the ponies.
There,
So, by process of elimination, she has pony furniture.
I don't have pony furniture.
You're right. You don't. It's My Little Pony furniture.
Hey, brand specific. What if we got sponsored by My Little Pony, and that's the only sponsor we could get, and they just
Hey,
gave us My Little Pony gear and forced us to make a
Forced
podcast
us.
with branding? Well, no, if they offered us money and no one else is offering us money, I guess we're sponsored by them.
I saw a meme one time that said that even a My Little Pony RPG could be fun with xenomorphs involved.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going up
My
to
Little
my.
Beholder. It has headstocks.
I'm going up to my room. Now that I have furniture here,
The princess stable with all the pony stuff.
it's not. There's nothing pony themed.
I can't hear you. I'm asleep. I know that you don't have to do that, but you just meditate about what I'm talking about.
In the background, her speakers play stable noises.
No, that's weird.
Click, 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 click.
Nay, nay.
Okay, a stable is not that loud. Horses
There's
aren't
a
just
white
standing
girl
around
noise
neighing
machine.
for no reason.
It's the sound of ponies clip clopping. It's the sound of an espresso machine
Oh.
Whipping
depressurizing. Yeah,
Mhm.
foaming the milk.
And then the sound of a boyfriend not understanding why he has to go pick apples on another football day. Like, the game's on. Why am I picking apples?
The sounds of shopping bags rustling.
Yeah. And the all too familiar sound that the visual of Burberry makes.
What?
Yeah. You ever look at Burberry? It comes with a sound that gets planted in your brain.
Oh, Lord.
All right, I'm going to my room to meditate for 4 hours.
Well, I'm sleeping until the morning, and if they're not up, then I'll go to the bookstore by myself.
All right. So, uneventful night. Nice and quiet. Morning comes.
And me won't go home.
Yeah, Kaeviir's first one awake.
All right, potions time. 82,
Pass.
46,
Pass.
16. That's
Yeah.
right on. Okie doke. Well, after I get all of the tubes to drip the heal juice into the glasses, and I have them all put away, I'm going to wait for, what's her name to get here? Oh, I have her name written. Alicia.
Yep.
All right. When Alicia gets here, I'm like, you did a good job the other day. What I need you to do, I need you to go to the store. I need you to get more chalk. The ghost house, the ghost butler needs more chalk.
Okay.
And I also need cloth, like to wrap the tables in and things like that. I'm going to need a bunch of it.
Okay. Cloth and she kind of looks past you. What's that?
What's what?
The covered thing in the middle of the room.
That's where the ghost butler lives. You don't want to go in there.
She kind of gives you this look like, the fuck?
Look, I'm being very serious with you. I'm going to walk over to the mirror and grab it. I'm going to lift the side of the cloth so that she can't see it, but I can see behind it. And I'm going to close it real quick, and I'm going to use my hands to shake the mirror a little bit. I'm going to back away and be like, look, it's dangerous. We You don't want to mess with that. Don't touch it.
Did you actually touch the mirror itself?
Yes. Why?
Okay.
D-Walk, is that just a random question that you just decided to say, or is
The answer to that question is always no.
We'll find
If
out
someone
later.
asks you if you're a god, Ray, you say yes.
Well, yeah, I did touch it, but
right.
I didn't say any words or anything.
No. All right. No worries. I just need to clarify.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going
No
to...
reason. No reason at all. Go on.
I'm going to tell her, I got to run out to the bookstore. If you touch that, it'll be bad for you, I promise. Don't touch it. Don't move the sheet. Don't. It's dangerous. You understand?
She nods. Yes. Ghost lives there. Don't touch it. Very dangerous.
Ghost Butler, do you get why I said what I said?
Ghost Butler's like, you rest on the wall? I ain't touching it.
Okay, so you didn't get what I said? Okay.
No, he did.
I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to be in the bookstore. Don't touch nothing. Is anyone up?
Is anybody awake yet?
I would have
Besides
been
Adrie?
up by this point because I
You
never,
went to sleep.
Yeah, you never
right?
went to sleep.
Because she's an elf.
Elf's
This
planning.
this is what, 6 a.m.?
Yeah, about.
Hell no, Rain's not up.
All right. So, yeah, you hear this commotion go on downstairs, Adrie, for a slight moment. And then a chunk, 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 chunk out the door.
That's yard. I'll head out.
Well, Alicia's not going to be left alone in the room with the creepy ghost and the creepy mirror, so she's fucking out heading to the store.
Boy, Kaeviir's labs get going quick in games now. Took a little while in the first game, but now we've got a system. All the danger shit goes in one room.
Yeah, the base floor of the house where everyone can get to it.
I haven't secured anything yet because we haven't made any really large enemies. So
Yeah.
give me time to get tables before I can start on securing the perimeter. But we do
Alright.
have a parapet, though, and this we have a tower, like a spire.
Mm-hmm.
So, once we get a few levels, I'm sure we can put like an automated imp with a machine gun up there or something like that.
Just a ballista.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna try to
bookstore
catch
time.
up with Kaeviir.
Alrighty. It doesn't take you long to catch up with him. He doesn't move that fast in the armor.
That's true.
That's true. Shut up. Do you see this elf supremacy shit? She
No.
passively these microaggressions.
I don't sleep. I don't
I
sleep as
move
long
at
as you
35
do.
feet.
Elves are better.
Elves are better in every way.
I move faster.
We're svelte.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful before she wants to talk to your manager.
Oh, Elf Karen. Her name is Karana.
Her middle name is Karen. We're just
That's
her
what the
elf
K
name.
stood for.
Duckerin.
All right.
She goes to the bread factory. I like to. It's your manager. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Are you sure it's a good morning? Are you sure it's not just one long day since you don't sleep? Just giving you a hard time.
I need to redo the defense on your. Do you want the defense on your armor or your shield?
Shield.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Does it matter?
I just have to do it on one.
If you put it on the shield, it gets added when they do the. Put it on the shield.
Okay. So I will get out my tuning fork, fix little adjustments, go ding. So I no longer have the sending stones, but Kaeviir, you now have a +1 to the AC of your shield.
Right on.
I still have the infusion going for my crossbow. I can have 2 going at a time. I figure we're not going to use the sending stones right now.
Yeah. Plus, I have potions that can do that now.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop a rock in this oil. called rock oil, rock sound oil.
You're horrible at these names.
Look, I'm not a creative type. Like it's rocks that make sound and it comes out as an oil. Rock sound oil. Anyway, let's go to this shop.
What shop are you going to?
Bookstore.
What books are you getting?
Well, I don't know. I was looking for something maybe romancy with a sort of sci-fi kick. I hear Outlander's good. No, I wanted to look up some medical information. After yesterday, you were telling me about some sort of brain thing goes in the ear, talking about mind flares. I figured it might be a good idea to have an understanding of their biology.
Mm-hmm.
Adrie, with your knowledge of Waterdeep, you know the best place to look for that is the font of knowledge.
Okay. We should go to the font of knowledge.
I don't have that font. Can you send me a link? Is it a free download, free for use, personal use?
Is it true type or open type?
Oh, God. What's the kerning like? Okay. It's spacey.
Where is the font of knowledge at?
It is between the Sea Ward and the Castle Ward, legitly about a block off Victor's School at the Blackstaff Tower.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's head to the font then.
Okay.
All right. So it takes, it doesn't take you guys long, but you guys get there eventually. And as you guys approach the place, there's a couple halflings outside just sitting there with books in their hands, reading them. A couple gnomes as well. They look up. They wave at you and go back to what they're doing.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I am a local doctor, and I'm looking for medical books. Maybe on things that are a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Monstrous.
Ask Dietra inside. She'll know.
Dietra?
Yeah, Dietra.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
He gives you a thumbs up and goes back to his book.
Looking for Dietra. As I open the door.
As you open the door, you find this long hall and just books down both sides. There's a kind of a table in front of you. You see a woman leaning against it. She turns around in a robe. You see the sign of Denir, the god of knowledge, on the side of her shoulder. She looks over. I'm Dietra. How can I help you?
Hi. My name's Kaeviir the Raven.
Welcome, Raven. Dr. Raven.
Yeah. Mr. Doctor to you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so Raven.
I would like to see what you have on, and I'm going to kind of flip through some notes I had taken. Mind flares and minds affecting anything you got that's medical research or medical journals, any types of experiments or written histories of mind flare or mind flare like behaviors.
All right. She scratches her chin for a second. Mordenkainen wrote a book about him once.
Right. Do you have that?
Yes, we do. We have a copy of it this way. Though I'm not sure that he ever cut one open and checked out the inside of it, but he definitely wrote about some of their habits and wrote about what they do.
Okay.
But no one's seen Mordenkainen for years. We only have 2 or 3 copies of it left over.
What about monster biology? Not necessarily flares, but that anything in that
in that realm
family. Yeah.
She scratches her head and she begins to ponder for a second. She's like, the problem with those mind flayers is that they're, if I remember right, and she's like, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but they're not actually like from this realm. So what we have on them is pretty much from those that have hunted them down. I'd hate to say it, and I'd really wouldn't prefer not to send someone that way. But if you could find a drow mage, the Underdark, someone with a vast knowledge of the Underdark may have more information on actually like cutting one open and the medical information you're looking for.
Okay.
A lot of mind flayers tend to, from at least from what I've read, tend to participate in the Underdark a lot more than they do not.
Okay, well then, why don't you find that other book for me, the one you were talking about, and then we can go from there.
All right.
Oh, any regular medical books would be great too, if you have a section or.
She's like, "Oh, it's over in the 600 over there."
Okay.
And then she goes off to find Mordenkainen's Tomophos.
I'm gonna look at Adrie. Your brother attends mage school, correct?
Yeah,
You think he could do us a favor?
possibly.
I really need some books on what we're hunting. It says that people from the Underdark are more likely to have that, or know where I could get one. Maybe he knows someone, or maybe their school has a better library.
Yeah, they probably have a better library. I can ask him. Actually, while I didn't want to interrupt David, but like while Kaeviir was talking with the lady, I wanted to have Adrie. She's looking around for a book for Victor because she did.
It's called Elfstone Sleep. Ask me about it whenever you like. I love talking about not sleeping.
Also, David,
Girls.
did you say the medical books were in the 600s?
Yes.
Okay, that is.
Is that
correct.
wrong?
That's correct. Did you look that up?
No.
I was waiting to see if the librarian was going to.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting to get Rayne for doing that wrong or not.
No, if it's Dewey Decimal Classification, like medicine is in the 600s.
That's awesome. No,
Cheers.
seriously, that's a lucky.
Yeah, that was lucky as shit. Yo, edit out the whole part about me guessing.
Also, what's really funny is that Rachel was just impressed by it, but if it was wrong, she was gonna let us know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, when I said it, I saw her face. I was like, "Oh shit, I just fucked up. I'm about to get it."
Yeah, but because we're in the right aisle, then we can get it removed.
Right?
Well, I mean, it would either be 600s, maybe the 500s. 500s are science, which would include biology, but 600s are technology, which would be medicine.
Cool. Well, thanks, Rachel. That's gonna help. That's gonna help
You're
us
welcome.
in this
That's
game.
for all our podcast listeners out there who wanted to know more about the Dewey Decimal System.
For all you Dewey Decimal enthusiasts out there, we got a sick reference for you. Get it? Reference. Boom, boom, boom. It's all puns to me. All right. Well, how much is that book that she's got going to cost? Because she was upselling it already, talking about there's only a few copies.
She brings it back. So when are you going to bring it back?
I was planning on keeping it.
Oh. Yeah. We loan these ones out. We don't actually like give them away anymore.
Yeah, I'm not talking about giving away. I'm talking about permanent leave of absence. How much for the book? How much would it cost if I were to buy something?
I mean, normally the book only runs 20 gold, but the problem is Mordenkainen's no one can find him anymore. He's not putting out any more of them. They're not being written or.
You said you had a few, right?
We had 2.
Well, then I'll take one, and you'll still have one. And I'll pay you. How about this? I'll give you 2 potions of healing. That's worth double, that's worth way more than the price of the book.
Give me a diplomacy check. Show me the charisma. You.
Oh.
You said diplomacy, right?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Look, it's not going to matter.
It's your charisma. Chai,
Oh, no.
You just pick up the book out of her hands and hit her across the head with it and go, this is... Or worse yet, you just take it and you lick it and you go, this is mine now.
God, you know how germy library books are? I would not.
Especially
do that.
medical books. All these doctors going in here looking.
So, but she's like, 4 potions.
4. 3.
All right, put the potions on the table.
I'll put 3 on the table.
She puts the book on the table, picks the 3 potions up. I never saw you with the book, and leaves.
Okay, hold on. We've got some more deals to make.
Oh, she comes back. That's one turned out good.
My new medical area needs some medical books.
You're wanting those too.
I want a bunch of them.
Well, those are about 10 silver apiece.
Right. So let's do 2 more potions
Okay.
and 10 gold. And how about you just let me take the shelf with me with all the books on it?
All right. Deal. Kaeviir and fucking collecting books.
Well, I figure this gives me something to research at for things that maybe I don't know about the different diseases or whatever. I'm not a super well-trained doctor. I'm a field medic, so this is good.
All right. Hey, Rayne, what's your passive perception?
10.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
It's 10, David.
Thank you, sir. Right where I was hoping.
Which is a nice way of saying it's shit.
You fail. You fail because you are lame.
David, what's your passive aggressive perception?
20.
That's what I thought.
It's pretty high.
But don't worry, man. You sleeping like a baby.
You won't even
No
notice
disruptions
Joe's
at all.
touching your butthole.
And he got Rachel. He got her.
As she was drinking. I'm gonna ruin that keyboard. Sometimes you gotta like slow your joke just a bit, just so you can get her to drink,
Right.
and then bam.
I don't know. Seems like if somebody was pressing on Satan's doorbell, that a 10 would be, you know.
Yeah, but it's just feather dusting it, like someone digging up dinosaur bones.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Just brushing it.
There's an archaeological dig going on in my pants, and I'm unaware of it. Got it.
Yeah, there's a paleontologist.
If that's the case, they're on the wrong side. The bones somewhere else, but that's
No, the bones are always buried in the backyard.
is that what it is?
Oh, God.
You wake up to 5 people in fucking tan jumpsuits dusting your butthole.
There's like little wooden stakes with rope.
Yeah, it looks like someone using a toothbrush on a fucking powdered donut.
Sam Neill and Laura Dern are like observing, watching over. Yeah.
Yeah, we were saving that. It's like,
Just as like Sam keeps beating the computer as they're taking pictures of your ass.
you wake up to fucking Ian Malcolm, like you've heard of chaos theory, haven't you? Rawr. Weird.
Oh, and he just gets in your ear and whispers, "I'm always looking for a new Mrs. Ian Malcolm."
This went way off the deep end. Okay. This went from someone feather dusting buttholes to a full anthropological dig site around Rayne's colon.
And it was all from one question.
Yeah, you were so
What's your
preoccupied.
Wondering
You were
if
so
you could.
Yeah, you were so preoccupied with dusting the butthole, you didn't stop to think if you should.
Oh man.
Oh God.
I love the idea that it's the camera slowly pans away from people dusting on his butt. It was like fucking a documentarian crew.
Welcome
Just like,
to Rayne Park.
on this episode of Nova, we will be speaking about the dusted ring, or as some have called it. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Let's just get to the game. Sorry. Rachel had to take her glasses off because they were fogging up from her laughter.
Future Rachel, you're welcome.
So I'm gonna just go get those books sent on over.
You notice she was muted the whole time so that no one could hear her laugh at this shit, so no one knew she was as fucked up as we were.
Yeah, she does a good job of covering the fact that she laughs at all of these gross jokes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't hide laughing. Well, I guess she does.
Yeah, she's the editor. She clips out. She's
She
like,
can hide whatever she wants.
she sets herself as Joan of Arc as we're all the fucking evil ones.
Yeah. It's called plausible deniability.
I was busy face palming. I wasn't laughing. So, all right. So, you work on getting the books loaded into a wagon or carriage to take back to Troll Skull.
Okay.
And Adrie, you were looking for a book, you said?
Well, if there's any, is this just a library or do they have?
It's a font of knowledge. They have different areas of research,
Okay.
magic included.
I was just more looking for just like a gift for Victor.
Get him the Harry Potter series. Because he's a little boy wizard. That's identifiable.
Can I get him the? You know how in real life D&D has like those kid books.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get? Is there like a D&D version of that I could get for him?
Of course.
Okay.
Get him a Young Adventurer's Guide.
Yeah, I'll get him a Young Adventurer's Guide.
All right. You pick up the book for Victor. He picks up the whole shelf of medical books plus one. And you guys are off back to Troll Skull?
No. I'm going to have them wait here with the stuff, get ready to load up the wagon, but I want to check out you said we were close to the wizard school, right?
Yeah, you guys are next to Blackstaff Tower.
Cool, and then you can bring him his gift. And we can use that as a way to bribe him.
Has he already gone into school, David, or are we so early that we can maybe like catch him as he is heading to the tower?
You guys can actually catch him as he's heading to the tower.
Okay.
So if you guys want to wait outside and you see him and he's walking up with a few of his friends. They're dressed up in their Hogwarts, robes, all ready to go.
Talking about Quidditch.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. You see them come walking up, him and a couple others.
Okay. I am.
He looks over at you guys, acting like he doesn't recognize you guys for a moment.
Hey, Victor!
He stops and like, hey!
Hey!
I'll catch you two later. Walks over.
Are those like some of his weirdo friends from the sleepover?
Yeah. They both like kind of point, Adrian whispered to each other as they were walking away.
Your friends are weird.
Yeah. The short one has a crush on you.
Your friends are weird.
He was trying to put a love curse on your pillow.
Oh.
He's gonna love your pillow.
Gross.
You should see what he put on Rayne's.
If you make callbacks, I have to keep the initial joke in.
I know. Yeah. No, I know that. It's his he used his sitting donut to put the curse on.
Oh.
They call it a dut buster. Or butt duster.
Dut buster.
I'm sorry, I was thinking dust buster. It's a Hoover power crack. Okay. Hey, little kid.
Yo, what's up, soldier?
I need a book. You're one of those smart kids, right?
Smart as they got.
With the woo-woo fingers?
Yeah, he woo-woos and cold shoots out.
I need a book about mind flayers.
His eyes like zero in on you like really tight for a second. Okay.
Preferably habits and biology.
I know where one is.
Well, I'd like it.
It's going to cost you.
How much is it going to cost me?
Depends how much trouble I get in.
Well, don't get in any trouble, and we can both get out of this unscathed.
Well, it belongs to the black stuff.
Say again?
He points to the top of the tower. The tower is it's Blackstaff Tower, named after the original Kelvin Blackstaff back in the day that ran with Elemenster.
Don't care.
Whoever runs the tower carries the title Blackstaff. The book belongs to the current Blackstaff, which means I'm stealing.
You don't have
from...
to steal it. Just
You're
get us a meeting
borrowing.
with them.
Yo, you want a meeting with him?
Yeah, I want to see
All
you
right.
talk to the guy.
Oh, that's
Blackstaff's a
her.
woman.
her.
We just need to borrow the book, right? We can return it.
All you want to do is meet her. I can get that. That's not an issue.
Yeah, I just want to meet her.
All right. He smiles.
What? Why do we need to meet her?
Because I want the book, and I don't want to
can
steal
He leans
a
back.
book.
Borrow it. It's not stealing if we return it.
You see him begin to rub his hands together, lights up his two fingers, and
No.
fires off a missile.
Look what you've done.
What did I do? You're the one trying to steal from someone.
I'm trying to borrow. You're trying to steal.
You're trying to steal. I'm not trying to steal anything. I'm just
I'm
saying,
not-
hey,
I'm
let us
saying
use
we
your book.
I'm saying we return it.
Up the tower, the missile goes, continuing, gets near the top and shoots straight into one of the windows, breaks the window.
Breaks the window.
Yeah, he's getting the Blackstaff's attention.
I'm looking at you, and I'm like, hey, see? That's how you get someone's attention. You break their window. I wasn't off.
Do you think she's gonna be so inclined to loan us anything now?
I don't know. That's how people say, hey, I need to talk to you. Is you break their window. That's what they're
no.
for.
No, it's not. You need to stop breaking my windows.
You need to shut
Looks
up.
over. He looks over. Wait a minute. He's the one breaking the windows?
Yeah.
I was trying to get her attention.
Dad thought you had someone coming in late at night.
And breaking my windows?
That's
Dad's
how
romantic.
you know they're trying to get.
What?
Look,
Ludo's romantic, dude. You know how many windows he broke for you know who?
for you know who.
My mom.
Boy, what an interesting way to stay vague, David.
Well,
Remember,
it's
for
not
that
technically-
guy that he met in Barovia
Well-
that he really was into that we're just gonna pretend didn't happen.
No.
It's not
You know how many
technically.
windows he broke for him?
Dude,
How many windows his daughter broke? This whole
Dang, I
fucking
was a-
family's out here breaking windows, and I'm the only one catching shit for it.
behind you guys, you hear a gruff cough. Victor, he turns back. He asks to see you, and he bolts for the door of the tower.
That's not exactly what I. Did you give him the book?
I'm gonna pretend like I'm not with Kaeviir. I'm just gonna look off in your direction.
You see a woman behind you standing. You recognize her from the party with the nobles. She was
Oh.
there.
I met you at that party.
Oh yes, Kaeviir, the Raven,
Right.
and young Adrie.
Oh, hey. Good morning.
I'm gonna fuck this name up every time. I am Vajra, the Blackstaff.
Habajavavra. We come to ask you a question. Habajavava.
Is that why Victor decided to break my window again?
Their family's like that. I don't know
He's
what the deal is.
impulsive. Family. I
That
don't
is the
break windows.
understatement. You see how many windows he breaks when he's trying to do a teleportation spell.
It's crazy. Their whole family just breaking windows left and right.
No, I haven't
This is
broken
genetic
any.
or something like that.
Yeah, Ludo was famous for it back in his day, from what I understand.
Yeah, I've heard that. Nobody wants to drop a name though because I think he's out there boning loads of people. I didn't say that out loud. I was just thinking it out of character. Sorry, David. I didn't want you to respond to it like I was saying in character. He does that sometimes. He'll wait for me to say something fucked up, and he'll be like, "Then we're just gonna play off that now."
There's the
I have
title of
a-
the episode: Bones, Loads, and Butt Dusting.
What was it?
Bones, Loads, and Butt Dusting.
Nice. I've come to ask for a favor. I need a book, and I figured since your order seems to have cornered the market on intellect around these parts, you might be the ones to ask.
What is the book related to?
Well, I'm in the medical field, but I generally work on humanoids.
Understandable.
I need to get some more information on both the habits and biology of mind flayers. And it seems to me that the local bookstores don't really have a whole lot on it. I found one book by, was it Mordenkind?
Yeah, Mordenkind.
But unfortunately, it's looking like a limited resource. I was told that
Mordenkind knows how to fight them. Mordenkind didn't take much time past learning how to fight the Mind Flayer.
Well, I'm more interested in their abilities, things they can do, and maybe the types of things they would do. So I was thinking maybe if you had a series of books written by medical professionals or adventurers from the Underdark, maybe that would lead me to...
I can do you one better. I can arrange a meeting with someone from the Underdark.
Huh.
And you could ask them all the questions you need about Mind Flayers. But it would have to be secret. And it can't be right now, but it'd be later tonight. I have to get in contact with them.
Okay, well, how would I be notified?
You can come back here to the tower tonight. I'll have the guards understand to let you in. You know, you'll come in, you'll go to the top floor. We'll have a meal and we'll talk. Because you guys faced a Mind Flayer down in the sewers, did you not?
That's why we're doing the research.
I understand it. I'm a little curious more about this Mind Flayer, and I'd like to talk to you more about what you've learned.
Okay, well, it sounds like we have a plan. Thank you. I'd owe you for this.
Hey, no worries. Shit, sorry. Not no worries. She's like, I have an idea you can pay back. Yeah,
Okay.
she's like,
Big worries.
She's like, I have a job that might be done later.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll keep us in mind.
Of course. It's for the good of Waterdeep.
Well, thank you again. I'm going to hold my hand out to extend.
She shakes it, and she's like, she looks at the window. Just promise me you don't take him before he's ready.
Oh, no, he's not going with us. I hate that kid.
All right, good. He's extremely gifted. It's scary what he can tap into at different times. Without his control, it's chaotic.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's just biological. I think that something about this vessel that I exist in just doesn't like that kid. There's something about him. I can't put my finger on it. I just don't like it. I just don't like him. I don't like his stupid face. I don't like his dumb haircut. Pretty much it's just upsetting to look at. He makes me nauseous.
Haircut. Yeah.
Plus, all the window breaking that he does is acceptable, and mine are all
You've
apparently
broken
federal crimes.
a lot of windows as well.
I've broken 2 windows. How many has Adrie broken across all timelines? Infinity windows.
Bro, Ao's pissed off about how many windows Adrie's broken across the timelines.
That should be a title of an episode. Infinity windows. How many windows has Adrie broken? Infinity.
Not to mention how many walls. Shit.
Well, Miss Vavaja, it was nice to meet you. One day you'll have to spell your name for me.
Sounds like a plan.
Right on. Let's go wake up the colon duster. That's a nickname.
Well, nice seeing you again. Sorry.
You too?
For Victor's existence.
Your father did a good thing taking him in. So did your mother.
Yeah.
Your mother is desperately missed.
Thank you.
She nods. Just too bad your father won't pick up a sword again. She heads off back into the tower and dimension doors back to the top. Victor! Back to Troll Skull.
Yeah, in my wagon full of new books.
Yeah.
Do you want to get Starbucks on the way back?
I can make Starbucks. You want some?
We could.
It just comes out a little blue.
No.
Just a little blue.
No.
It's got the consistency of Jell-O.
Which is weird because I make it from apples. I don't know why it turns blue.
Let's stop at Starbucks.
We should come up with another name for it.
Starducks.
Starducks. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kaeviir the Raven, Rachel as Adrie the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rayne Trichet, Dockside Officiant, and of course, D-Walk as Dr. Midnight, and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist, and we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. You ready?
Yes.
You ready to intro?
Ready.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Dees. And I'm Rachel. We're going to do a fucking intro. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. I'm jazzed up. I'm ready to go.